use to see a finger.
Sure.
Yeah.
Finger them too big too. All right, so let's continue. So, what about like okay, so you did the PM data chat with them? So you had data dialogue with them today.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so I'm gonna note that.
Yes, I did. Everyone didn't seem interested because they're like, it's PM1. I'm like, no, you need to know where you were. I was encouraging each class to know where they were so that when they do the PM2, they can see improvements because they should improve after all that teaching. You know? Right.
All right, so
And learning.
we don't necessarily do the portfolios, but if you have like records,
I have binders.
right?
Each
Let's
student has a binder, and I have to check to ensure that they updated whatever. And what I did, I made them do like their own assessment of what they did in the PM1, 2, and 3 when they were in middle school.
okay.
I made them do that self reflection so that they can compare when they do this.
All right, so
You don't have time to get there, but it's also
students have a binder.
With both academic progress and academic work.
from where the bus is to where your staging area may be, and it could be a hike.
All right, and then for example, we have testing coming up next week. That it's important that
The good thing is that
you maintain the security
no matter what,
of the room, like the test,
Okay.
because you know the protocols, the make sure the script you follow it, you monitor the room. It's for teachers. It's always your certification on the line, so you just have to be vigilant where that is concerned.
Okay.
And of course, you can ask me or Dr. Crow for any kind of assistance if you need it. And then you have your online trainings. You have done that because you did the first PM1, right? All right, so let's say that you've satisfied this requirement.
And I get even more training with a PSAT. Is that one is more rigorous?
All right, so you know where to find your curriculum guide, CNI? All right, so that's one of the requirements too for just looking at the guide, see what the kids need to be working on, which stories next, which two you put together, what are some of the questions that they'll be asked, what's the grammar that they should be learning to accompany that story, and all that can be found in CNI, the icon on your
I
desktop.
also use the best standards.
Okay.
So whenever I'm planning and I see the standards, I just go back to the best standards and I make sure that it's aligning with all that we discussed.
Okay.
Right. Also what I did, I posted all my standards on my board so that I can remind myself and show any visitors what standards we are at and all of that.
Okay.
But they're in codes though.
Okay.
So that would be like for educators and administrators.
Okay. All right. So, if you see in your class that you have a need, a kid has a need, they look dirty, they look like they're wearing the same things over and over, the kid confides in you that there's nothing at home and so on, then you reach out to that kid's counselor for just
There's
help.
a kid that emailed me today that she had a baby I didn't know she was pregnant all along in my class. She's really good. She submits her work. She's one of my best behaving kids in the class. I immediately contacted Kim because I was in disbelief because she was asking me for work and I don't know the protocol when they're pregnant and they email you. I found out that her mom was not aware. She had baby during the Thanksgiving break. Her mom was not aware that she was pregnant. Her sister was, and the counselor is aware and has a meeting with them tomorrow.
Okay.
Right, so I emailed her back. I did tell her I'm going to give her work, but I canceled that and I told her that after her meeting with the counselors, I'll make the decision as to what to go. But I didn't want it to seem as if I'm making her look like, oh, you're a statistic or you're a victim, so I can't give you work. I made her comfortable with my response.
Right.
Because she's very brilliant. I also commended her.
That's important.
Yeah, I commended her that congratulations on your baby and also congratulations on holding your head up despite what you're going through.
Okay. Yeah, so it would be the counselor. All right, so that's clear. And then, of course, you deal with celebrations in your classroom. All right, in specifically for Christmas, there's this rule about you can't just do it because for one group, you have to do it for everyone. So some kids don't celebrate Christmas, so you couldn't put like Merry Christmas up or any lights or those little things. It's better for you not to do anything than to do something and a kid is offended because